What's up? What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Tahir more.
It's Patrick Cloud.
This is another episode of Damn Internet, you scary. Sorry, guys. I am. I had to just wake up because the guest that we got today, we've been trying to lock this brother down like he is a criminal. You understand me? We have been Batman and Robin looking for this person, just on the hunt relentlessly. We finally got him thanks to Hippie Gold and just some amazing planning, strategizing, calendar using. Ladies and gentlemen, this brother is probably one of the craziest, most creative, most fearless people I've ever met in my life, especially when it comes to content creation. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't say enough great things, but put your hands together. Welcome to the show, Mr. LongBeach Griffy. LBG.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up, man? Came in with the thickest glasses of all time. Them glasses thick.
Man. I need a seat. I need a seat, man. There's nothing I haven't heard. I can
listen. I listen. I don't give a fuck. I'll pick my glasses where. If that's all I had, that's all I had. I'm still gonna rock them shits because, like you said, I need to see. I can't be out here rocking it to shit. I'm gonna do that on my own, whatever else.
People be like, "Wow, those are real glasses." I thought they were a prop. In your video. I'm like, no, I need these.
Let me tell you something. If he was wearing those as a prop in his videos, he would be dead. You understand me? He would have a splitting migraine for just trying to. I don't play with other people's jazz. That's how you get sick right there. I kicked it with LongBeach Griffy at this music festival. When I tell you, nigga, we was out there for the time of our lives.
Yeah, that was fun.
Smoking grooves. We was out there. We was hitting moves. You can't see it. You see my shoulders right now, but we was actually dancing.
Yeah, no, that was great. That was when Sir embarrassed me. That was embarrassing.
Wait, what?
So Sir was performing, right? And I was a little buzzed, and I'm like having a good time. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm singing every word. I'm lit. I'm like, ah. And then after one of his songs, he was like, "Yeah, man, LongBeach Griffy is the funniest. Is one of the funniest niggas I ever seen." I was like, "Oh my god, this nigga did not just do that on stage." It was probably one of the most surreal, most amazing, but so embarrassing because I'm like, I'm really in my shell most of the time. And after that, I was all like,
yeah, man. People knew you was there, bro. They knew you was there. Then
it was super cool though.
It was.
I haven't even met him personally, but
really? He was he's just a fan, just watching.
Just a fan. That shit was so cool.
That's dope, nigga.
You got all the words.
Newest R&B singers really on your shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's great. Like his music, I fucking love his music. When I first heard it's Chasing Dreams, that's like top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5.
Okay, well shit, there it is. All right. I do want to ask you this. Since you've become a father, do you think you've toned it down a little bit?
That's a great question.
Not necessarily toned it down. Has it made me a little bit more softer, probably more compassionate, maybe a little bit more empathetic, maybe, possibly. It might be.
Soft, man.
By nature.
Soft. You let the kid rule you.
Maybe just by nature, because I don't know, it made me not want to kind of make certain content just because that's just not how I felt. It's not even anything he necessarily did where I was all like, okay, my son might see this in a couple of years, a few years. It was more just like, damn, I just kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of transitioning out of being super, super you know what I mean? Super, provocative.
Yeah.
So,
going.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. I still got some, some bangers in the vault, but at the same time, at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of feel myself kind of transitioning out of that whole girl, all this and that, and you know what I mean. I don't know if I can curse on here or not. See, look at me.
Are you gung ho? Are you gung ho through the craziness? Like when you have a crazy idea that you know is gonna ruffle some feathers, are you like beginning to end like fuck it, or before you post it, are you like I probably shouldn't post this one?
Probably a long time ago, maybe, but now I kind of like, you know, curate most of my skits to be like, okay, well, how can I make this video where it shows the absurdity of the content, but it doesn't necessarily like poke fun at somebody too much. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, okay, like if I'm talking about trans persons, right? Let me use correct terminology. When I'm talking about trans persons, it's kind of like, how can I incorporate this in a way where it's like I can poke fun at the maybe the kind of, you know, sicious, maybe, you know, maybe disrespectful terms, but also how can I make it to a point where it's like it's accepting, right? So I'm all like, okay, I accept trans people. Like I have a skit about me having a trans girlfriend, right? And she's dominant in everything when it comes to being, you know, on that end of the, you know, masculine, you know what I mean? She has all these dominant masculine like attributes, and it makes me like, yeah, like, oh yeah, I went to go hoop with my girl the other day and she put up 40 points. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you can't really say that's transphobic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm incorporating this. I'm kind of like I'm integrating it into my life, and people can be like, okay, well, we understand, like we get it.
See, when you explain it like that, it makes so much sense, and I feel like so many people have never heard you like go in like that, like to tell the science behind your videos, behind the madness, because they think, oh, he just had his idea, he just ran with it. They don't understand the back end of the planning and the like, oh, if I say this, then I can, you know, squeeze by without offending too many people the wrong way. And then if they stay the whole video, they'll see it come full circle. So it's dope to hear you break it down like that.
Yeah, because I'm all about like inclusion. You know what I mean? I definitely, there was never a point in my life where I was all like, oh, I hate a certain demographic. No, it's never been like that. Like I've always been 100% inclusive. You know what I mean? Like it's great that people can be who they are in a world kind of where everybody's like, don't do this. You know what I mean? That shit is hella honorable. You feel me? So it's just really cool that I can make some shit where it's like, oh, I can throw in, you know, I can throw this in, and then people could be like, oh, that's hilarious. But at the same time, bring some substance to the subject and be like, that is true. But this is also funny because he is poking fun at, the whole kind of, so,
you have an amazing ability of going so far with the ideas for your videos, and then you hit home with certain videos and just do what so many niggas have thought but just never said, like the overly masculine dude at SZA's concert when you sing "When I'm with You."
Oh yeah, that's
like
that. It's so funny, bro. It's so funny because any concert I'm at, that's how I am. Like anybody, like I just, man, music is so great. It's like,
ain't it?
There's no limits to not be who you are when you're there. You know what I mean? It was like that's 100%. Like,
yeah, he was when I'm with you.
When I said it was literally nothing. Like I was literally screaming at SZA. I was screaming. I was all like, la! Like literally. I was at Day in Vegas Festival 20. I believe it's 2021. Oh my God! When I seen her perform, I was literally just like people thought I was a crazy man, but man, she's great. She's great. You know, and it's always good.
That's no, I love it.
Hey,
if you ever see this nigga at a concert, just stay in close proximity. Don't be trying to hang out and do the most.
I feel like Long Beach
there in close proximity because it's a good time. Like I like people that let themselves go and really fully enjoy the moment. This nigga, we were having a ball.
Yeah, we were sitting right there, sitting on the grass, just chilling. That was great. We had a great time. That was a great time.
I had a blast. All right, Pat, what we got on the docket today? You got anything?
I got some stuff that I specifically brought for Long Beach Griffy.
Yay.
I'm gonna let you choose the first one. Because I kind of want to hear your thoughts on all three of these. So the first one we have the ultimate catfish, probably the worst catfish I've heard in a long time. We got how can I even say this without giving up too much? We got the worst hitman ever.
Ooh.
And then we got Harriet Tubman Dollar.
Okay.
My intrusive thoughts are getting to me.
Hey. I know. Like I said, I picked these just for you.
Okay. All right. Let's. Can we go with the first one?
Catfish.
The catfish. Let's.
All right.
Ooh.
So this is kind of crazy. This is this happened in 2009. There is a married man. He was a fan of Manchester United. So this was a soccer fan. Again, married. He drove 400 miles for what he thought was going to be an affair with a woman that he was chatting with on the internet. 400 miles. It's very far.
Jesus.
Only to discover it was a hoax set up by two Liverpool fans he had met on holiday. So Stuart Slan, 39, he's from Sheffield. He made the trip to a remote farm in Scotland to meet a woman he had been flirting with online for weeks. When he arrived at the house, Emma was nowhere to be seen. 3 hours later, pranksters called back and confessed that it was all a trick. They taped the conversation and put it onto video sharing websites like YouTube and Facebook, and they accompanied it with an embarrassing photo. You can only imagine what that is. And his wife discovered that he had intended to have an affair and ended the marriage. This all started from a soccer beef. This nigga drove 400 miles.
That is
a hard penis.
Oh my God. I think at that moment, I feel like maybe I don't know. I feel like whoever it is, one of them dudes got to give up something.
You lost everything.
even if I'm not, you know what I mean? If I'm not gay, something still got to happen.
Oh, you meant that.
That's what I mean.
Wait.
400 miles? I don't even care about the soccer no more. I need some dick. 400? Like,
nigga said I need some dick.
Something got to bust. Because let's be real. I'm not driving miles in my marriage. I mean, he probably don't even care about his marriage, because what are you doing driving 400 miles for?
What'd you say you were doing?
He don't care about his marriage enough or anything like that, so that don't even matter. But if I'm driving 400 miles,
400, that's
I want to see
that's
6-7 hours.
Is that California to Vegas? Is that California to Vegas or no? That's
I'm gonna say Houston. Houston is okay. Houston is over 600 miles. Wait,
so maybe Arizona?
No. Wait, no. Houston is 1,500 miles. I'm tripping. Okay,
100 miles.
So maybe you think Vegas?
No, wait.
No, Vegas is. Yeah, it's a little further than Vegas. Maybe the Grand Canyon.
No, I feel like that's LA to, ain't that LA to like Oakland? Like 6?
Let me see.
Maybe. I'm trying to see Grand Canyon right now. Okay, so Grand Canyon is 488 miles. So about Nevada. 400 miles is, it looks like it's about maybe between 6 and 7 hours.
Right. Yeah.
And here's the thing. I don't think it was to their house. It said a remote farm in Scotland.
Them niggas had them pull up to a pig farm. Like, if you're really aching for some bacon.
It was getting softer and softer as he was pulling up. He was like, this doesn't seem right.
I don't get it. Wouldn't you notice if it was a remote? Like at some point, you were like, "Man, this
Man, I
girl
mean,
must be
over
Amish."
there, I feel like once you get outside of the major cities, like once you get outside of Paris, outside of London, like it's a lot of countryside.
Wow.
Uh, so he might have just been driving with the best intentions, and he was like, "Oh man, her family must have a real nice cabin out here." He was probably getting harder, bro. He was like,
Ugh.
I'm
Lesson
real
was
this bitch to this
Man,
wooden bed."
man, we gonna get it out by the horses. I'm finna knock it down in the barn for real. Nah,
he was probably like, "Damn, this is why she couldn't FaceTime me. She got trash service out here."
that is crazy. Getting catfished. I feel like now you can't. It's impossible now.
Well, he said 2009, so I don't really know what was going on technology wise off the top of my head, but I feel like 400 miles is too far to not really down the street. You shouldn't ever be meeting up with somebody you haven't seen face to face, but 400 miles is risky.
Because I mean, they still had not WhatsApp, but what was it before everybody was using Zoom? What was the website before everybody was using Zoom? That was like the go-to.
Ooh, that came a little bit after.
It wasn't Uvu. It was
I know what you're talking about. It was like they dropped the ball during the pandemic.
Yes, because they already had Skype. It was a Microsoft one. Skype.
Yep.
Skype was out. So you know what I'm saying? Hey man, that's
true. Bro. That's very true. That's so sad because I mean I wonder what he did to those fans. They must have won a big ass game, and he was like rubbing it in their face, which is crazy because none of this shit is worth soccer.
That's a huge soccer. That is literally. I mean, they won. They won. Whoever set that up won. You know what I mean? Like, had you drive 400 miles and then not get no play, you lose your whole marriage.
Here's the thing: you got to drive that 400 back after you got the phone call. After you know they recorded you, driving back. That 400 seemed like 4,000.
Man, and there's nothing you can tell your wife at all.
That's embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing.
I was
a wife. I would have been like, "You ain't get no pussy."
You did all of that, and you ain't even put. You stupid.
Man, that's embarrassing.
That's hella embarrassing. He got played. Oh, I wonder how bad the fake picture was that had him driving 400 miles. Because that's crazy.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
What if he was a black chick? What if he just pulled like some random thick ass black chick off of Facebook at the time?
And blew it all.
It was like unreasonable. Like there's no way she would have ever fucked this guy. It was like Rihanna pictures. He was like, "Oh, okay, for sure. Quick 400 miles, I can knock this out."
You say you're from Barbados, huh? I've never been, but hey, if they look like you,
I'm definitely coming. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Now put it into perspective? What's the longest y'all have traveled for some ass though? Keep it funky.
Does plane travel count? Right?
I was about to say
it absolutely counts. Plane travel is almost worse than the car.
Well, wait. Define traveling for some ass. Like
I'm not talking about in-city ass, not in-state ass. I'm talking about, or if it's in-state, it's from like LA to like Oakland or LA to.
But what if I could argue that I was doing other stuff out there too?
Nah, fuck that, Pat. How far did your simp ass travel?
It's funny you bring this up because shit, I went on a world tour, low key, one time. I was in every fucking city.
No, wait. Were you in the cities in hopes of finding somebody, or did you go to a specific city for a specific purpose? That's what I'm talking about. For a specific person.
I went for a specific person. I went for multiple specific people at one time, right? So I remember one of my friends had a wedding, my friend Dante. And when I had to plan a trip before his trip. So on this trip, I went to Dallas, Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bought a flight from Dallas, Texas to Colorado, Denver. Then from Denver, I went to Virginia. Then Virginia, Florida's right under Virginia. Went from I
It's
went from
not geographically, but I understand what you're saying.
Virginia to Florida. Then I went back to Dallas. I was unsuccessful in two of those states. But
what do you mean unsuccessful?
so you just gotta roll the dice.
Wait, so I thought you went for specific people.
I did, but certain stuff just don't turn out the way you wanted to. You know what I mean? So,
hey, the craziest part isn't that you were unsuccessful in 2 states. The craziest part is you did all this with the same luggage. You trifling as hell. This was all with the same clothes.
you know what's funny? Wherever I go, I'll buy clothes. So if I don't have clothes or I didn't wash, I'll buy clothes. You feel me?
Shit.
So you know what I mean? Like
that's some player shit.
I was really just out here to go.
That nigga had it to blow. Now let me ask you this: are you buying these tickets or these buddy pass hookups?
I'm buying these tickets.
Oh, this nigga! Wow.
And I fly comfortable too. I'm at the front of the plane. Like I'm literally just buying these. I was tripping, and this was all around pandemic. So I was wilding out.
You weren't even supposed to be on the plane.
I'm buying these. I'm literally buying these tickets like a couple days before or a day before. I'm just like, you out.
Wild.
Whoop. Oh, okay, bet. I can come tomorrow. What you on tomorrow? Fly out there. Oh, all of a sudden they got something to do.
Damn.
All right, bet.
It's part of the risk.
All right, bet. Cool. Boom. Go to Virginia. There was nothing out there. Handle business. I was there for my homie. Florida. Hit 2 out there. Then moved from Florida, went right back to Dallas. Saw somebody I was talking to for a minute. Bam. Went back home. Was depressed. Probably flew out a couple weeks after that. Because I love Dallas. I love me some Dallas. But I was wilding. I was wilding.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I definitely drove. I drove from St. Louis to was it Memphis? Nashville. Drove from St. Louis to Nashville for some yams in high school.
Oh, damn.
I feel like them high school years is like the most down bad high school. You know what I mean? Because like you're getting freedom now. So you like, yeah.
Nigga, and you know what? I'm sorry. It was right after high school, but it was still like, nigga, I mean, I'm printing directions, nigga. I'm pulling over on the side of the road, throwing on the goddamn dome like in a monster protege, cracking that bitch open with them. I remember passing up that McDonald's.
Are you referencing MapQuest or Thomas Guide right now?
MapQuest.
Oh, okay.
What is a Thomas Guide?
I think Thomas Guide was before that.
That was just a regular map, wasn't it?
Was it? Was it just a map?
Niggas just had that map of the state.
I don't know how to read maps. Those things are confusing.
Closed? Like, how do you even handle that?
Bro, that's the thing. Like, if it's not an updated map, you fuck around, get on the map, and you looking for an exit that ain't even there no more, my nigga. They made a brand new conjunction 2 years ago.
Think I had a 2005 map?
Oh my god, bro! That Ken was crazy,
nigga. And if you read a map wrong, like if you're reading north when you are facing south, you just ruined, nigga.
Y'all ever like space out during a song or something, and you'd be like, "Oh snap, I missed." I'm like, if Siri didn't tell me, I missed like 4 exits. That with a map, you wouldn't know until it was sundown, and then it's like I can't go where I'm going.
I can beat. I mean, surprisingly, and like thankfully, I'm still here. I can beat the me traveling to Nashville story. So I'm here to try to meet this chick, and I'm in high school. I had half days. So I was getting out of school, and I was trying to go pull up on her to pick her up. You know what I'm saying? So I could stunt for her friends and shit like that. Pick her up because in high school, my car had 4 10s and 3 TVs and tinted out and all of that shit. So, nigga, I'm on this highway that I didn't frequent a lot because this specific direction I was going from Missouri to Illinois, but it wasn't the normal highway that I take. It's like a back highway because it takes you to a different further part of Illinois that I didn't frequent. Nigga, I'm rolling, right? And I realized, damn, it's getting late. So I'm punching. I'm doing about 80, 85 now. Highways in St. Louis, 65 strong. Okay, because them cops be out. I'm doing 85, 90, easy. I got the TVs going, pornos playing on the TVs. I got 8-Ball and MJG playing on the CD player. I'm blasting this shit, bass going crazy. I realize I missed my exit, right? So I get off at the next exit. It goes up because it's an overpass. So I'll go up, make a left, and then like get back on the highway going the opposite direction. But as soon as I hit the entrance ramp, I gun it, boom, right? It wasn't until I'm on the entrance ramp, I finished the entrance ramp, I look in my rear view, and a cop was behind me. And I'm talking about this motherfucker going boom, right? So I was like, fuck, is he for me? Is that for me? So I slow down, get in the right-hand lane. He gets over with me. I turn the music down, and that's when I hear him on the speaker like, driver, pull the fuck over right now. I won't say it again. I pull over, right? I'm like, the fuck going on, bro? He's like, roll your motherfucker. Everything was cussed. Roll your motherfucking window down right now. I'm not gonna say it again. It's like, damn, you just said it once. I rolled the window down. Put your fucking hands out the window and unlock the door. Open the door. With your hands outside the car. I had to do all that shit. He asked me get out slowly with my hands up. I had to slowly pull my shirt up like this. I got to do it like this and slowly turn around. He's make sure I had no weapons on me or nothing. This nigga had been following me for almost 8 miles.
So it was a high-speed chase.
It was a high-speed pursuit. I had no idea.
This nigga was like,
there's listening to music's going crazy. Like
I was on 270, the highway 270, and I was going from Missouri to Illinois, like I said, and I missed an ex-boy. I was gunning it too, boy. He was like, I should fucking haul your ass in. He took my license. I had to carry around this paper saying my license was taken from the police officer. I had to get a lawyer for this shit. I had to go to a different municipality because he sort of followed me in a different municipality that's super small. I had to go there for their court shit. A lawyer had to go represent me for another case. But it was crazy, nigga.
That is crazy.
All the night, so by the time he finished that, I definitely was late.
Oh, it was too late?
It was too late at that point. After being stopped, bro, he went through my car. He searched everything. He just knew I had some guns and weapons on me. So afterwards, like after all of that, still didn't get nothing. I had to go home empty-handed.
Damn, did you let her know?
I did. She was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Oh, wow. I'm so down bad. I would have kept driving. I would have kept going.
Hey, I might have you guys beat, man. The furthest I've gone was Canada.
Canada. I mean,
the first time I went through customs was by myself for some
yams,
for some cookies.
For the cheekage.
I mean, was it worth it? What? I mean,
what's crazy is you know what? Now that I think about it, the dude at the customs, I almost got in trouble because he asked me, "Are you here for business or pleasure?" And I was kind of embarrassed. So I told him I was here for business, and I just like made up some stuff that I was there. And he was just like, "Okay, how long? Okay, that's not that long." He was just like, for future reference, like just don't say that. You have to get like a separate visa if you're working out here.
Yeah,
like,
you're working.
I almost talked myself into trouble, but Canada's so cool. They just let me go. But yep, all the way Toronto, very, very far away.
Oh, I mean, was it worth it? Did you have fun while you was out there?
See.
Well, there you go.
I mean, pulling up to another country and not getting the yams, you might have to just buy something.
I'm thinking you went to Afghanistan. Then I would have been like, oh wow. The country was that bomb?
Was it bomb?
Woo! That is crazy.
Oh my god! I had completely forgot about that story until I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was like, "Nigga, I could have been killed." Can you imagine if he was like just a trigger happy cop, and I didn't had him follow me for 8 miles, got off the highway, and looks like I'm evading him at this point.
Right?
Yeah, Tahir would not be here.
Not here.
That's crazy, dog. Canada. All right.
Oh.
All right. Worst hitman ever?
Yeah.
I'm gonna save Harriet Tubman because I feel like
wait a second. Real quick. Canada. You say you went. It was worth it. Was it a 1-day trip? It wasn't like a smash your dad type thing, right? You didn't have to get cheeked up and then dip right out, right? You spent the night?
Oh yeah. It wasn't like a turnaround Canada trip. No, that would have been wild.
Yeah.
I think I stayed like a weekend or something.
Boy, because let me tell you something. If that was the case, I know you would have wanted that goddamn Blue Chew then. Can you imagine going up there for a turnaround and you don't even put forth your best performance? That would be crazy. Let me tell you something. If I'm traveling out of town for some good loving, I am always using some Blue Chew. I'm using it on a regular, whether I'm traveling or not, I'm always using Blue Chew because it is amazing. So you already know what I'm going to say. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. All right, let's talk about it. Sex, guys. You know what I'm saying? Remember the days when you were young, you were always ready to go. The drop of somebody could breathe in your direction 4 blocks away. You would feel it and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm ready now. Well, you know, things change sometimes and you get older, okay? And older is not a bad thing, but you know, you got to be able to be honest with yourself. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredient as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day and night, so you can plan ahead and always be ready whenever the opportunity arises. And the process couldn't be any simpler. Y'all heard me say this week in and week out. All right. You go online, you sign up at bluechew.com, you consult with one of the licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And the best part is it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Shout out to Kaiser because the one I go to, I don't be having to wait too long for my inhaler, but some of those lines are absolutely ridiculous. And if you're getting something like that, I know you don't want everybody in your business anyway. So go ahead and do the easy thing. Sign up at Blue Chew. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and are prepared and shipped directly to your door in a discreet package. Now, I've said this many times. Pat has said this many times. We are both signed up for Blue Chew. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the real. You first start doing these ads with company, they'll send you a little something for free the first time, maybe the first 2 times. After that, it's like, hey, if you like it, you gotta buy it. We are still subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great joyous time. So I encourage all you guys to do it, fellas. It's summertime, all right? It's hot boy season. All right, city boys need to be up, and this is how you can get our scores up by getting that Blue Chew. And you know, if we telling you about it, we got a good deal for you. You get to try Blue Chew for free. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping. So you go to BlueChew.com, use the promo code DIYS to receive your first month free. All right, first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Y'all check it out.
T. Hudson in the chat said, I had a ball on that Jamaica trip. Thanks, Blue Chew. I can only imagine the
T. Hudson, what part of Jamaica
did you go behind that?
What part of Jamaica did you go to, my boy? I need to know.
How big is Jamaica?
It's not super big. I'll look it up. I don't want to get a mention because I don't know the length and the width of the island.
How many times have you been? Just the one time?
No, I've been twice now.
Okay, and how many? Is there like? I wonder if how many cities there are in there. Because when I've only heard people saying I go to Jamaica, never like a specific part.
You have Kingston. You have where do you land at? Montego Bay. You have Negril. Okay. Jamaica has a couple main cities, but a couple of those ones you want to stay away from too. You know what I mean?
I want to go.
You ever been Long Beach?
I've never been in Jamaica. I've never been outside of the country. I think the first place I want to go, I want to go to the UK.
Okay.
For a music concert, because I feel like all those concerts out there like super fun. I feel like out here a lot of people are like, I don't know, bro. I don't like the vibe when I go to like music festivals. People are too like bougie.
Yeah, for sure.
They look at you crazy if you're having fun. Like, you know, homies turning up to be like, what do you like? You're at a music festival. Like, what is wrong?
You know what's crazy? It's like that with at clubs and on dance floors and shit out here too.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I was in Texas and we went to like this, like, it wasn't like a hood spot, but it kind of was because everybody in the club was wearing puffer jackets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were in there and like everybody was just watching everybody. Like nobody was dancing. Like it was a few people that were like, yeah, but there was no actual dancing. It was just people staring at each other, checking phones, Snapchat dancing, and that's it.
I think the phone definitely have something to do with it because when we were dancing, I'm class of 02. We went to dances and party. We was really dancing, and even nobody was catching on camera unless they had like an Instamatic or disposable camera. But like
what?
You was fine, huh?
What's an Instamatic?
A Kodak Instamatic. You never heard the Biggie song? The desert in the song? Basically the Polaroid.
Oh, that's hard.
That was like, what's it?
You've heard of that? You've heard of that before, Griff?
I'm class of 2013.
High school?
High school.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm class of 2013.
Nigga, if we hung out, I would be both of y'all chaperone.
Wait,
you gotta check in with people before you go use the bathroom. Hey, where you going, Pat? Where you going? Your little slippery ass like to dip off in the crowd.
Crazy. I thought you were 30, Griff.
Oh yeah, 27? I get that a lot. Depends on who asks it, but nah, I'm 20. I'm 28. I turned 29 this year.
Damn.
The craziest part about that sentence is that class of 13 is almost 30.
It sounds crazy. It sounds wild because it's like we're in 2023. I think my high school reunion is this year, but it's not. That is crazy. That's
I would always say. First of all, you're gonna love your 30s. Your 30s are
so dope,
right? 30s are gonna be so dope. You start to settle in on who the fuck you are. You're gonna become. I mean, someone like you and Pat, y'all are already good. But some people who still try to find that shit at 30, 32, which is completely fine. Like your 30s is when you're going to do it. But y'all are pretty much who y'all are. Yeah, creators are a little different sometimes. Y'all are super comfortable in your skin and you know what you're doing. You know how you're rocking. You might just change up your crew a little bit and your eating habits and your drinking habits. That's what's up. But your 30s are going to be magnificent. I'm in my last year in my 30s. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm looking forward to the 40s because the 30s were amazing and they helped me build platform and what I want to do in my life. So now I have disposable income. And it's only gonna get better in the 40s. So I can't even imagine what my vacations will be like.
You know what's crazy that you say that? It's like no weird shit, but it's like, you know, like when you in your early 20s. And you're like, damn, all these bitches are messing with niggas in their 30s. Like, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. It's just like, from that perspective, you just like, damn, what the fuck? You're like these old ass niggas, but then you get to your 30s and you're like, oh, this is way more comfortable than back then.
And then shit, bro, it's 20s, you be like, I'm hungry. I gotta find something to eat. You know, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Nigga, in your 30s, you be like, what you want? You hungry? You want to go to Fleming's? You just playing Fleming's on a Monday morning. Like you just like, let's just go to Fleming's. I kind of want steak, you know, like it's just different, bro. So I loved my 30 style.
I still haven't recovered from 2020 Postmates. Like I still get so much of my food delivered as opposed to just going to restaurants randomly. I still haven't really got back out to just going randomly out to restaurants.
Postmates won for sure during the pandemic. And it's so crazy. I don't know how, for me, they jump past like DoorDash and I feel like it's another one out there. There's a couple out there, but Postmates they took it and ran with it. I feel like if they broke down like in a pie chart, like Postmates would definitely have a majority of that pie if they showed all the home delivery food service. And I don't know how, but they just was like on that shit. On that shit.
For sure going crazy. But
are you Griffy, are you order or cook yourself?
So I've been working out actually. Like I joined the gym. You know,
okay, flex on them, nigga.
Yeah, I joined the gym. It actually happened after I stopped drinking. So like I'm like 55 days sober right now.
Nice.
And that's
congratulations, man. That's huge.
Thank you so much. That's the most I've ever not drunk in like the last 5 years.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So I mean, I joined the gym, so I have to start cooking my food or meal prep. So that's either what I do. It's either I'm cooking or I'm getting food from a meal prep place because I don't know what they put in the food. You know what I mean? So I have to be super cautious. Yeah, I only been in the gym for like 1 month. I lost 2 pounds. I'm. You can't tell me nothing.
Is that good?
On the way.
That for me, that's amazing because I was like, I went to the gym. I was like, oh my god. I was like, yo, I hope because the way I eat on the weekends is so different than the way I eat in a week. And I was like, oh my god, this not gonna work. I'm finna get my fat ass on this fucking on this scale, and it's gonna either go up or go down or stay the same. I lost 2 pounds. I was like, oh my god, like I'm having such a good day today. Nothing can stop it. The rapture could happen right now. I wouldn't mad that I was going.
Man, that's great.
Congratulations, man. Hey, have you ever seen a picture of a pound of fat?
Today. I looked it up today. I was like, 2 pounds?
It's insane. It's like this much. So it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty impressive that you breathe. You know, you breathe it out too, right? Like you when you lose weight, you breathe it out. But
I did not know.
Yeah, you breathe it out that much.
Yeah, I did not know that, but I definitely did look that up today. I was like, how much is 2 pounds? But it's so much. Like it's so much. Like muscle is a little bit less, but fat, so much. I'm learning so much in this physical journey. But,
Now, the drinking, was that part of, or you cutting out the drinking? Was that part of just the weight loss plan, or was it something else that you was like, I need to do this? I need to stop.
It was definitely a lifestyle change because I don't mind drinking. I don't have anything against anyone who does drink, but I for me anyway, it was just doing a lot of things that I just woke up and realized I'm abusing this. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm an alcoholic, but it's kind of like it could get there if I don't stop, right? Because I was drinking. When I tell you like my kidneys are probably made of like vibranium, you would believe me because the type of bottles I would drink a liter of alcohol, and it's not even a joke. I would drink a liter of alcohol a day, right? I would go get out and get another bottle. I drink in the morning. We'll get some mimosas. I'm taking shots throughout the day. Close the night with drinking, right? It was doing things to my body that I was making excuses for. Right? Like I'm like, oh, I'm good. Just because you feel good does not mean that, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? So it's like there was no drinking in moderation. I was just drinking, and the way I was like acting, drinking, and the low amount of energy I had, it was like, yeah, bro, I can't keep doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like I developed a habit in 2020, but it's like it's not really doing nothing for me. So me personally, it's just like I just had to cut that out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the homies, I'll still influence bad behavior. Don't get me wrong. I'll still be there and I'll be like, take another shot, pussy. Like I'm still that dude, but at the same time, for me, like I'll go out and I'll unfazed. I don't need to drink to have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of those
Saying
people
take another shot pussy is hilarious and then not drinking.
I'll be there with my water and telling you like if you're not leaving fucked up, don't come. Don't come. Like, I'll have alcohol ready for the homies. Like, come through, come get fucked up. But if you're coming, you're getting fucked up. You're not leaving here without getting lit. You feel
Even though
me?
you are.
Yeah, so it's just a lifestyle change that I'm actually happier with. You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot more energy. I'm much more focused, and it's just something cool. I fuck with it.
I love
energy change is big. The energy change is very, very
That's
big.
why when he was talking about the 30s, I was in he's talking about like, you going into like this whole different. I'm like, I'm glad I started now. You feel me? Because I just feel so much healthier. And I'm like, I'm already there. You feel me? I feel like I'm already in my 30s. It never, like, age has never bothered me. I'm like, oh shit, 30? Most of the homies from the hood ain't gonna even see 30 probably.
It happens like that. It happens like that. That's beautiful, man. You might have inspired me. So I had been thinking about giving it a break, because I definitely gave it a break in 2020 with the pandemic. Was it 2020 with the pandemic, where I was going through telling my dude like nobody's business.
That was going crazy.
Yeah, and I was doing the night show Monday through Friday, 2 hours. I was polishing bottles off doing the show. In 2 hours, right. I had drank the whole bottle of whiskey, so I was like, I probably should slow down, bro.
That was always me. I was like, damn, man, I gotta slow down. I stopped for like 2 days. I go work out, then I'll be right back on it. I'm like, oh, alcohol, that's 0 calories. It's not gonna do anything for me. No, absolutely, it's the opposite. Like, but like I said, like, I don't be telling nobody nothing. I want people to have fun. I want people to drink. I'm not that person. I'm not gonna be that person that's gonna tell you to change your life. If you want to do it
and shit, yeah.
I'm not that nigga. I'm like, we're gonna get fucked up. Like, what you need? You need weed, you need this, you need that. Yes, of course. Come on, come through. But at the same time, like, no, I'm not that type of person. But for me, I changed my life because it's my life. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not the center of the universe. I'm just the center of my own universe. You know what I mean? So I care about my life. I don't care about the next nigga life.
So it's just like, you take a shot, pussy, but I'm worried about my kidney.
We're gonna get you
alkaline water.
I'm worried about my mental health. I don't know what you going through, but let's work it out.
Yeah. All right, what's the next one, Pat? What'd you say? What was the next one? It wasn't
worst hitman ever.
Oh shit, let me hear it.
All right, so I just gotta know, or just think about the person you hate the most in life, the person that you hate just the most, even if it's not even like somebody you currently hate, just like the person you've hated at your most hateful, and then try to compare it to how much this person hated his wife. So this is the headline. Ex-doctor tries to have wife killed again after serving prison time for the first failed murder for hire plot. So I'll explain. Ex-doctor tries to have his wife killed again after serving prison time for the first failed murder for hire plot. A former New York doctor decided to spin the block one last time on his wife after failing to have her killed during his initial murder for hire plot. Ira Bernstein, a former successful podiatrist, I don't even know what that is, has been hit with a new set of charges for attempting to have his wife murdered for the second time in just a few years. The 49-year-old was released from prison in 2021 after serving 4 years for a similar scheme. In 2015, Bernstein worked with his lover, Gelly Gribluk, to pay a car salesman named Lusant $100,000 to run over his wife, Susan, and make it look like an accident. Bernstein would eventually plead guilty to felony conspiracy and was sentenced to 5 to 15 years behind bars in 2017. Just 2 years after being released, he again tried to take Susan down. Details of how the new plot unfolded have not been released. by the police department. However, investigators have confirmed that Bernstein recruited his sister, attorney Jacqueline Goldberg, to help him destroy evidence. The new plot allegedly took place between July 2022 and September 2022. Thankfully, Susan does not appear to have been harmed. So basically, he tried to kill his wife, failed. Also, he didn't pay a hitman. He paid a car salesman. Some fucking Simpsons shit. He paid a car salesman $100,000 to run his wife over and make it look like an accident. That did not work. This nigga got 5 to 15 years, did 4, came out, hired somebody else to kill his wife, and it didn't work.
You know how mad you got to be at somebody to be in jail for 4 years and be like, I'm going to still kill this.
You get out and do it again. Bad. Like,
you know how mad you got to be. You know how much you got to regret to sit in jail for 4 years.
Niggas
give you your stuff back and you like, I'm gonna be right back in this bitch.
Hold on to this.
Give it right back to him. Here you go.
You might as well hold on to this for me because I'm coming back.
What did she do? What did she do? I want to know what
Listen,
she did.
There's nothing she could have done. Like, the worst thing that a person can do to you is still not worth. Like, if you trying to kill somebody with a wonky ass, that was like a wacky hitman cartoon ass plan anyways.
Oh
So for you to even try to kill somebody, it's like, damn, you really hated that person. But like, just let it go. At some point, you got to just walk out of their life.
He tried to hit her with a Volvo. He was a salesman. He knew the safest vehicle for her to get hit by.
This nigga tried to fucking cut a string and drop an anvil on her. Like, this nigga's the worst fucking hitman of all time.
Yeah, the worst car salesman too. Like, you go try to hit this, these cars nowadays got all of these prompts in them and all the safety features. They stop automatically. The car was like, nigga, no, I'm not killing this bitch.
Yeah, well, I don't get why a car salesman had to run him over with a car. Like, why was that a good alibi?
How many years did the car salesman get? They probably laughed at him. Like, just go home, bro. Just go home. Car salesman.
Because also, like, if you are planning a murder, hitting someone with a car is the most like livable situation you could think of. Like, that is the thing where you get the call and you're like, yeah, she has a scraped knee, but she's fine. Like, and you're like, damn it, I can't go down for this. That's probably why he only got 4 years, because it was such a dumbass plan and she probably didn't get that hurt.
He was like, well, what happened? It stepped back on the curb. I don't.
He rolls.
It was a red light. I couldn't go into traffic. I had to stop right there. So I kind of just bumped her leg.
All right. I got a crazy
shot to build his courage up, and then he got drunk. He got too drunk to hit her with the car.
Oh, and he swerved out of the way? That's crazy, because then you would just get a DUI. You'd still go to jail.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
All right, Griff. I know Tahir has this answer, so I'm sure his is going to be pretty business, straight to the facts. If you were going to hire a hitman, give me your best cartoony plan on how you would have it done.
Well, FBI is probably listening. Damn, I wish I had some time to think about this.
That's why I said cartoony, because if you just give me like a super solid plan where somebody's led somewhere and they get shot, the FBI might be listening. Give me like a cartoony, wacky plan.
Oh man, dang, I probably have to think about that one. You know what I would
to lure her onto like a construction site.
Drop oh my
Everything
God,
she steps off of, a girder comes and catches her.
Oh man, you know what? Probably I would. Oh, okay. This is probably what I'd do. The most cartoony thing I'd probably do, right? I'd probably go out of my way for this one, right? I'd probably tell my BM, I'd probably be like, hey, are our son, something happened to our son. Please come right away. You have to hurry up, right?
Oh, wait. You don't have to. This could just be a person. This don't got to be your BM.
Oh, not my BM then. Not my BM.
We ain't trying to get you in trouble. This could just be a random stranger.
So I would have a daycare, and not my son would be there, and I'd be like, hey, not my baby mama. Come, you have to, there's something wrong, right? And she'd be driving on the 405 after 10 because that's when it's gone, right? What I would do is I'd set cones on the 405 to go up to 73, and that's the toll road, right? And she would be speeding. I'd be like, you have to hurry up. And I would put, one of those things, them little backdrops that make it look like it's the road. Like a little backdrop that they push
on a wall.
Yeah,
like Wile E. Coyote.
I make sure it is literally the most still, just indestructible backdrop in the world. I push it there and have that person just drive straight into it, going 100 miles per hour, and then that'll just be it. That'll just be it for that person. And
what if GPS is like, turn left? This is a wall. Like, I feel like GPS wouldn't let you do that nowadays.
I would be so mad. It would really turn into one of them Acme cartoons where the person they got it out for just keep beating the system. I would keep going along that road, setting up things that are just you
would see her like half a mile away do a U-turn, and you'd be like, damn it, Siri just told her to do that.
And it would go to the next wacky thing, like whatever. It'd be like a bridge. I try to like cut the freeway in half, try to make it or plant a net. And
you're like, hey, come to this grand piano store. We need a new piano. And you're just
she'll drive right over the net, and then I'll get in my car and drive over the net, and the net will catch me, and I'll be like, oh.
Griffy Coyote.
Oh my God.
Pretty much, but yeah, no, I hope no harm or danger ever comes to the mother of anyone's child.
Here, you got a plan?
I rebuke
yeah,
that.
man. I would buy out the apartment building that they stay in. And I would put everybody out except for that one tenant. And then I would schedule like the wrecking ball to come. So nobody will be there to tell them that it's coming, but also nobody will warn the people to stop because there's somebody inside because they're already gone. So I would just have them start with that room specifically. They swing it back and just make sure it goes to that room. This blue, and then he come out
like lights on
the ball. Yeah,
that's perfect.
I would have all the construction vehicles. I have to pull in, like, don't back up. I don't need the boop, boop, boop. Everybody pull in. I need everybody to park head first. If you overshoot it, just leave your vehicle this is a no reverse zone until the job is done.
The crew would be like, hey, that window has curtains though. And you'd be like, go.
There's just pictures of my ex in there. I just put all my pictures of my ex in there. Just go ahead. Just go there.
You just see little eyes.
That's my sex doll. I had a droid sex doll. Don't worry about that. Go ahead. Just bust the window. Bust the window. Hurry up.
Hey, your plan was expensive as hell.
Yeah.
It's really expensive.
That's a lot of money, but I mean, at the end of the day, if it's great, if it works for you,
that's wild.
Man, for it to be super cartoony, you gotta have the bread for that shit. You gotta have, because Acme was dropping off shit to Wile E. Coyote in the middle of the desert, nigga. So you gotta have bread to get the shit you really want. If you
had to have had like a sponsorship or something, because there's no way he had the money to be paying for all this stuff.
Yeah,
he had to have had like some type of brand deal.
All the Acme's products also, they were great ideas, but it seemed like they weren't worked out well. So like they did no R&D. They just were like, what if we make this that did this? And somebody was like, okay, and they just put the pieces together.
So they were just testing with Wiley. So he wasn't getting hooked up. He was getting the bullshit that didn't work.
Oh, that's
that's hilarious. That's actually it. What about you, Pat?
I'm still in that I'm still in that. I'll make that a skit.
Yeah. The brand deals. Because if you think about it, the Acme scientists were some of the worst inventors on earth. It's like they didn't really ever. Did Wiley ever have like a good customer service experience?
That's what they need to. They need to show his Yelp reviews. That's
Yep, got a jetpack and it blew up as soon as I turned it on again. So that's a no. I'll give that a 2 stars.
You got one, Pat?
Oh, mine was the piano store.
Oh.
Invite him to the piano store and be like, man, pick one. Stand right there.
What's that noise?
The piano one was good too. You have the dynamite taped to one of the keys, and you're like, "Hey, do you know how to play Happy Birthday?" They're like, "Boom, boom, 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 boom."
Oh yeah, man, that was a good one. His assassination, all of his assassination attempts were very creative. It was the technical aspect that wasn't up to par.
Mm-hmm.
His ideas were pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know, the metal bird seed and the big magnet, like his plan was to feed Roll metal pellets, and then he was just gonna hold the big magnet up, and that was gonna pull him. So it was like, I don't know about that one.
Wait, I thought that was that the one where he was on skates and he was basically just. I thought that worked out.
But I mean, all right. So it's a bird that's not gonna know the difference between bird pellets and metal pellets.
I don't remember that. I thought he was chasing like a truck or something with the.
No, so Roadrunner ate the metal pellets. It was like meep, and it took off.
Oh,
he brought the magnet out. He had the roller skates on. He's like,
I remember that.
It's gonna keep me close to you, and I'll be eventually able to get you. But then the truck came by. He was like, oh shit! And instead of dropping the magnet, he was just Kareem.
I need to rewatch it. It's so funny because when you go back as a child, it's funny, but when you go back as an adult and you watch cartoons, it's I think it's way more funnier now.
It's great because you're like you know that this came from the mind of an adult. Like when you're a kid, you're thinking that like you know that other kids aren't making these, but it's like for kids. But then like you grow up and you're like, this was kind of fucked up, but in a good way. Like, like if you like when you think about it as an adult, like what Wiley was, if it went right, what Wiley wanted to happen was super violent. Like, can you imagine seeing an anvil actually crush a bird? Like, that's fucking insane.
It was a Family Guy skit like that. I don't remember, but he actually caught him, and then he was like, "Oh, his life was like after he caught him because that was his whole life." Trying to get the Roadrunner. And when he finally like killed the Roadrunner, he was just like, what do I do now? Like,
he falls into
just
smoking cigarettes.
I think he killed himself in the skit. I don't remember.
That sounds about Family Guy.
That is very much on brand for Family Guy.
He was like, what do I do now? Like, that's hilarious. That's so funny. But yeah,
that's probably why he never just got regular hunting equipment, because he could have clearly did that and shot the Roadrunner immediately.
Yeah, he could have got it done. Or hired a hitman.
No follow through. Not that car salesman. Don't hire that.
Hire a hitman.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
Would not do it. It's not going to cut the mustard, as they say.
That is so funny.
Poor little fella. Well, listen, man, it's about that time actually for us to get ready and get up out of here. Griffy, man, do you got anything coming up you want to tell the people about? You want them to look out for and all of that?
Man, I actually have nothing planned. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just hanging out with my kid, man, and just living life, living the healthy life. Yes.
How has fatherhood changed you in the sense of like wanting to take more time for yourself and just relax a little bit more and be more involved in someone else's existence?
It's so funny because, and I tell people this all the time. It's like when people say like, oh yeah, when you have a kid, your whole life gonna change and blah 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 blah. I never believe them because I'm like, oh, whatever, like whatever, right? But it's like as soon as I have my kid, I'm like, wow, like I would die for this human, and I don't even know who it. You know what I mean? I don't know this person, so it's like just being in your own child's life and watching them grow up, you know what I mean, and just watching how they interact and how they learn things, how they interact with you, you know what I mean? Like it's like I feel the love from my son. You know what I mean? It's not just because I'm his dad. It's like you can actually feel like, oh wow, like this person knows me, he understands me, he loves me, like he loves to be around. You know what I mean? It's just a beautiful thing. Fatherhood is amazing. You know what I mean? It's really dope. It's really life changing. It's really life changing. Like he's really a great kid. Like
that was really well put, man. That was shit. I think that's enough.
I know that. That was beautiful.
If I had a dad in my life, I would call him right now and be like, man, you know I love you, right? You ever felt it?
Sorry.
Yeah, my dad did as shit. All right, well, did I make it weird as Griffy does? Did I pull a Griffy?
Hey, I think that's cool to see Griffy get griffied.
Hey,
he really is a father now.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Griffy. I didn't find out my dad died till 2 weeks after the funeral.
Oh, nobody invited you?
Nobody invited me.
Wow.
My stepbrother saw me walking with my cousin. We were going to the park to play. He was like, yo, Bob. I was like, what's up, bro? Because I was in Belleville and I lived in East St. Louis at the time, but you know, I wasn't where I lived at. He was like, hey, you know your daddy did? I was like, what? He was like, I don't think I saw you at the funeral. The funeral was like 2 weeks ago. You know your daddy did? And I was like, nah. And then went to the basketball park and we played 21.
You know your daddy dead is a crazy way to introduce that if you think that they might not know.
Bruh, he could have left that information in the casket.
He just had to, man.
It was all a ruse. He was never uncomfortable. It was all a ruse.
You know what? That didn't feel right. I'm sorry. Sometimes I let my intrusive thoughts win. It's really hard for me.
Yes.
Before we go, I was in my favorite coffee shop in Long Beach. It's called Need Donuts. And this lady was right in front of me, right? And they had these really cute donuts. They have some really like nice decorative donuts. And it was a Pride. It was like a Pride donut. It was really dressed up in like rainbow frosting with like the little rainbow strip, like airhead strips. And this lady in front of me, and I'm looking, and I'm like a regular, so they know me. And I'm just looking, I'm like, wow. If I wasn't homophobic, I'd probably get one of these donuts. And then like the lady was like, and she was like, funny, funny. But I'm not homophobic. I love gay people.
If cool. I wasn't homophobic, this looks delicious.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love gay people.
Oh my gosh. Oh, fucking crazy. All right, well, man, listen. We want to thank our special guest, LongBeach Griffy, for pulling up on us, man. It is an absolute treat when real ones get to meet, man. Thank you guys so much for watching the Scary Squad. More Mob. Appreciate y'all. To everybody watching on Thursdays and listening on Thursday, thank you guys so much for tapping in for another episode. As always, I'm Tahir Moore.
Patrick Cloud.
And we'll see you next time on the next episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. LongBeach Griffy in the house. Peace, y'all.